Feels like they're finally showing us some Jujutsu Kaisen gameplay, and we had a lot happen in the world of anime games this week. We had a balance patch for My Hero Ultra Rumble. Naruto Shinobi Striker announced all the characters that are coming out for Season 7 of DLC, and they've released the first character, who is Boruto Karma Progression? Bandai, come on. Get better names. Borushki. Borushki. Everyone knows him as Borushki. On the other hand, on the other side of the Naruto landscape, Naruto to Boruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections had a live stream, and the reaction was, well, welcome back! It is time for another Around the Bush, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on the 10th of November, 2023, my name is Globku, and I'm here with the latest happenings in the world of anime games. And we're going to start with a headliner, this live stream that Bandai did yesterday, I want to say, for Naruto to, maybe the day before yesterday. They did a live stream for Storm Connections, and it was a live stream focused on the history mode. So if you don't know, they just went through the game modes right here. They have the special story, which this is the special Boruto story, the original story that seems to have like all the good stuff, all the cinematics, all that CC2 story treatment. And they, there's free battle, there's online battle, there's collection, all the stuff that you see in Storm games. But history mode is where the focus was for this live stream. I gotta say, history mode does not look great. But I think Bandai showed a W here. That I think is the W that we've been waiting for a really long time. So they start with a cutscene that I'm pretty sure is a cutscene. I have to go watch Storm 4 again, but I'm pretty sure this is 1-to-1 Storm 4. It is assembled differently because we're going to tell you the story of Naruto, you know? And then you go from mission to mission, and every time you start a mission, let me just get through the tutorials. It is, yes, good old slideshows, baby. We got the good old slideshow treatment for the story. This is it. This is your history cutscenes. Now, this is not for the special story mode. This is specifically for the history mode. The one that brings together the first episode of Naruto all the way to Storm 4. This is the Connections history mode. We all love our slideshows, and we're back. We're back in slideshow land with this scene. That's not to say everything will be a slideshow. By the way, every battle they show here, and they show a few battles, it's just versus. There's like nothing unique about this. This is something you could like just replicate in free battle, except maybe you can have Kakashi with no assists and have a 3-man team versus a 1-man team. But yeah, which is always disappointing, I feel. I feel like story modes need to have something catered to story modes. They can't just be stuff that you recreate in free battle, and a lot of these battles showcased here are exactly that, which means it's a boring story mode. And then you finish the battle, and guess what you got? You got more slideshows. So this is pretty bad. This is pretty damning. But I've been saying over and over again, like, there is no way that they are going to put out this Naruto Storm Connections game and just recycle every story moment into this new game, because you can't recycle Storm 1. Storm 1 is so outdated at this point. And obviously the combat system has evolved, and they're using that combat system here. But what about the boss fights? There are 2 boss fights in that game, and they're both pretty lame. So if they're doing these boss fights here, they have to update them. There's no shot they are the same. And they showed the Shukaku boss fight, which I will find. Like all of this time that we're scrolling by, this is just versus battles. Versus with slideshows. Versus with slideshows. That's it. The Shukaku boss fight is indeed updated, which I think is a really good sign. It shows that it's not just a pure recycling, that there are bits and pieces here that are new and original, and that might be cool to experience. Now, it is kind of faithful to Storm 1 in a weird way, where they took the basic systems, the basic structure of this boss fight, and just kind of updated it. But like, they gave Shukaku new moves, and obviously the movement is completely different because it's not Storm 1 combat anymore. But they have some new moves here and there, and Shukaku has some new quick time events like this punch. I don't believe this used to exist. You don't just jump around throwing shurikens. You beat the hand, it goes back. Like, this is not just updated, this is remade, okay? And this is what I would like Storm Connections to be, a remake. And not more of a, less of a collection, more of a remake. But I don't think the entire story mode has been remade like this. This specific fight has, and I think this is a huge W for Bandai. But I think the reaction from fans was not great. Like, this was not the focus of the reaction. The focus of the reaction was, oh, slideshows, which is fair. I mean, we've had it before. We gave it a lot of negative feedback when Storm 4 came out, and voila, they're doing it again. So that is unfortunate, and I do understand why. Have they still not showed the Shukaku fight? Yes, they have. There's the Shukaku fight. Quick time event in the middle of the Shukaku fight. Also, the vibes of the stream were a little bit off, to be honest with you. They went for more of a chill vibe, but came across as more of an uninterested vibe. So that's something that Bandai should probably, like, work on. And I don't think that is specific to Storm Connections. Or maybe because they know the reception hasn't been the best for Storm Connections, they're, like, being kind of shy about it on camera, and because they know they're being met by outrage in the comment section. But yeah, that's maybe something that, with experience and whatnot, if they keep at it, that's something that will improve naturally. Yeah, that's the Shukaku fight. I've been looking forward to seeing this for a long time, and this is probably the last time you will hear me talk about Naruto Storm Connections until the review is out. Because word on the street is review codes are dropping soon for everybody. So if review codes are dropping soon for everybody and I get my review code, that means I cannot talk about this game until the embargo date. Now, right now, I don't have any review codes. I'm fine. I'm clean. But soon, I won't be able to, like, a trailer comes out, I'm not reacting. I can't do it, you know? They reveal something new, it's like, nah. Can't talk about it. I mean, playing the game and can't talk about it. So if stuff happens during next week, from now until the review, I probably won't be able to talk about Naruto Storm Connections, and it's probably because I'm playing it. All right, I'm clean. Globku is clean, confirmed. True. I think the Shukaku fight looks okay. Not mind-blowing, but it's the kind of remake that I would like to see in the entire story of Naruto Storm Connections. But it does feel like they're mostly just doing slideshows and more slideshows and more slideshows. Yep. They then fought a little bit in versus mode, showcasing some Kara stuff. This is I feel like the gameplay that people want to see at this point should be like a little higher level than this, but this is what they're working with, so that's fine. That's what they got. Can I have the song play in the background? Yes, sir. Scarlet Nexus, Musubi. It's Scarlet Nexus for sure. And this is done with Storm Connections. We will move on to the next bit of news, but because this was a wonderful donation by Greymonger, we are gonna go. I think it's the Musubi song. It's not Hideouts. The Hideout is also pretty good. This entire soundtrack is really good. This one also plays very often in my streams. Let's see if it's Musubi. That was it, right? Yeah.
Can I have the song playing in the background?
I can hear the text-to-speech now! Let's go, I fixed it! Oh, let's go. You guys could always hear it. I'm just very happy that I can hear it now. Oh my god, yes. Welcome to Musubi's from Scarlet Nexus. God damn it, make a sequel to this. Make a sequel to this game. I want it so bad. Now, in other Naruto news, baby! Shinobi Striker. Naruto Shinobi Striker has officially started Season 7. No one was ready for this. They said they would announce the next season on Wednesday. They did not say they were going to release the season on Thursday, but they did. and no one was prepared. We were just expecting this announcement and then nothing for a while, but goddamn, they dropped the season. Big balance patch came out, and the first character, Borushki. You know, they call him Boruto Karma Progression. The lamest name ever. We're gonna call him Borushki, if that's okay. If that is okay. This might be one of the best DLCs ever. Ever. I wouldn't be surprised if all of it gets nerfed. All of it. Now, this is a range type DLC, and they've been waiting for a DLC since Temari. And it is a powerful DLC. Like, the ultimate might be the best ultimate in the game. Ever released. Ever released. That is, if you're like a solo player, if you're not like a super tryhard playing 4-man comps and like doing support jutsu, maybe like Paper or Tornado are still the go-to for range types. But if you're just playing solo, best ultimate by far. Best ultimate by far, and there will be a review on the main channel today on this character. It is ridiculously good. Yeah, I did speak about nerfs, but then again, I think also like attack types have gotten away with worse in the past. So maybe let range types be happy for a little bit, because they have suffered for long enough. They have suffered for long enough. Do you think since Borushki is released in Shinobi Striker, will come to Season Pass and Storm Connections? No. He's an awakening, I think. He is, I think, an awakening for the new Boruto. Could come out in the future for sure. I don't think that, but I don't think the Shinobi Striker DLC has anything to do with Storm Connections. I don't think one thing means the other at all. Also coming out in this season of DLC, 2 more characters, and they've announced who they are. There's no gameplay yet, but one of them is Gaara, young version. Now, this is the second pre-time skip character that they're releasing. The first one was Temari. The thing is, Temari did not have the older version. Gaara already has the older version, and now they're releasing the pre-time skip. If this does well, I believe this opens the doors to a lot of pre-time skip characters. They might go back to Team 7 and just like come up with new moves for Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura. I personally think a jutsu surrounding shadow clones could be cool. You know, like making that the main pre-time skip Naruto gimmick. Shadow clone, it's tough to come up with a gimmick like that, because shadow clones would have to be like AI controlled or whatnot, but maybe creating clones with like health bars and everything, an exact copy, and you don't know who's the real one until they all die in one hit except for the real one. That could be fun. But yeah, Gaara young version is going to be the next DLC, and after that, they are finally pulling the trigger on Sasori. Sasori, ladies and gentlemen, has been data mined from day one. Since the moment this game came out, Sasori was in the game files, and he's been speculated to be DLC for the longest time, and a lot of people just gave up. They gave up hope. There are a few others that were also in the game files, Kiba, Shino, and I think that revives hope for all of those characters. It's like, oh, it might happen. It might happen someday. And the reason why this is so exciting is because this is the first puppeteer in the game. They could actually introduce a completely new fighting style with puppets here. We'll see how they pull that off. If they even go that route of like making puppeteers, or if it's just going to be it's a jutsu, whatever. It's not really a puppeteer fighting style. But really solid choices, I feel, for this season pass right here. Chronicle was season pass 6. Menace is season pass 7. A lot of people are going, I understand Borushki and Gaara as Menace, but Sasori got beat up by Chiyo and Sakura. They're not wrong. Also, when you buy the season pass, you get a new jutsu, which is a fan favorite, Amaterasu dual layer, the one that Sasuke does alongside Itachi. They shoot with double Susanoo and then ignite into Amaterasu flames. I don't think this is a good jutsu. I played it. I don't see the point. It builds slow. More often than not, it only hits one target. Even though it's a big explosion, for some reason, it's hard to hit multiple people with it. And it doesn't even one-shot. If you're going to have a long charge, and you're not going to one-shot, you have to at least hit a group of people. If you're going to have a long charge and hit a group of people, then maybe you don't have to one-shot. But if you're only hitting a single target, then you have to one-shot. Like, one of these 3 things has to go, and it's too many disadvantages, which in contrast to the new ultimate from Borushki is insane. If you guys want to talk about it, we can, but right after we look at the next jutsu that's coming, the community is already dubbing this, or I guess Hidden Rose is already dubbing this, the Money Wall. Gold Dust, Great Burial. This seemed like a weak jutsu when I saw it. People have, you know, obviously like data mined stuff. This is already in the game, so they've seen it, they've labbed it already. And this jutsu seems really good, actually. First of all, when this goes, you are on the other side getting hit by the wall, and you cannot sub out. So you're just like getting comboed, tumbling through. A lot of stuff that would normally go through walls does not go through this wall. There's still counters, but a lot of it doesn't go through it. And finally, the cooldown. It's an 11-second cooldown jutsu, which is really short. You can always have the wall. You can have the wall 2-3 times per battle. It's insane. Yeah, the Gold Dust is crazy. When it comes out, we'll make a proper video on it. But yeah, we're base battle, flag battle, like defense types are going to be protecting that very, very easily with this wall. That said, let's take a look at this guy's jutsu real quick. So this jutsu is a Flash Slice. This jutsu is a full moon vanishing Rasengan. And then, obviously, the ultimate. So, all very good jutsu. And by the way, goated fighting style. Look at the mobility on that attack. Really, really good. Projectiles. He has projectile combos, too. That are kind of insane and make me want to have better weapons on range types. But, unfortunately, I think all of those are in the gacha. And I'm very unlucky. So, let's look at Flash Slice. This man activated Tails as Baryon mode. Flash Slice says, nope, no more Tails. It disabled the Tails. It's an unblockable attack that counters even Sharingan. It doesn't care if you have Sharingan, Sukuno Hikona, Demon Hunter armor, Hazan Strike armor. Doesn't matter. This is a massive counter to a lot of popular jutsu. And what's best is, after the teleport, you can combo. You can combo after the teleport. Then you have this. Now, you can just fire this quickly, and it's a Vanishing Rasengan, a projectile, pretty good. Or you can charge it up, and while you do, it's completely armored. And then if you let it go, that's a very, very good damaging ability. We can look at the combos a little bit, but basically... Boop, 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 boop. God damn it, I want that. I want that so much. So many kunai just by pressing triangle. It's so good. Great mobility. And let's see if we charge up the ult so you can see everything it does. But you basically become God for a while, and it's ridiculous. So alright, so first of all, if you're low health or if anything is on cooldown, you hit the button, which I hit here because I was gonna get ulted by that Boruto, and I still did. But your health refills, you get your cooldowns back, you get health regen too, and not only that, it's an attack power buff, it's an attack speed buff, it's a ninjutsu attack buff, it's a ninjutsu cooldown buff, it's a ninja tool attack buff, it's a ninja tool cooldown reduction. You become God, and that is only step 1. So I'm over here in this 1v3, and I'm kind of chilling because I'm, regenning health. I'm in a 1v4. Holy crap. I only just now realized. Men countered me with his own thing, and I'm like, I'm going to die, so I'm going to hit the second stage of this activation, which just teleports to a target and unleashes this massive Rasengan. Now, no one died because it doesn't one-shot, but it's close. Look at everyone's health. They're all pretty low. So that's going to be 1. Just going to sub out there. That's going to be 2. We're going to dodge that. That's the downside of that Rasengan. That Rasengan has very poor tracking. If you see it coming, you can definitely dodge it easy. And finally, the team is here. Down goes the 3. Let's just deny that Baryon mode stuff. And down goes the 4. In a 1v4, I held out for long enough, got 2 kills, and held out for long enough for the team to get there. That ultimate is crazy. Ultimate is insane. Full Moon is a go-to jutsu. I think it has a big downside, which is the tracking. So the tracking on that jutsu is really poor. It's very easy to dodge. As a surprise jutsu that you shoot, and it has very good range. So as a surprise jutsu that you shoot to catch opponents unaware, yes, really good. But look at how easy that is to dodge. Like literally any... Oh, you activated barrier mode. Literally any sidestep, anything like that will just completely deny it. I could have won this if I just pressed the flash slice button, but I didn't, so I died. Dude, yeah, it's an insane DLC with really good jutsu overall. I don't think there is a bad jutsu here, and there are several top-tier jutsu, and some of this stuff is like the best they've ever done in the game. Absolutely busted, but I also feel like range types deserve it. That's the Shinobi Striker update, baby. Yeah, the tracking sucks. Let's move on to some JJK. They've been releasing some JJK clips here and there. Alright, let's start with Yuji. They've released 3 clips of JJK gameplay showcasing different things. First of all, you get the HUD, which I think is the first time you actually get the HUD outside of like a hand cam filming the screen. But up here you can see 4 different lives on each side. So there's going to be a 2v2 game. Every time you get a kill, one of these lives is gone. Doesn't matter who dies, one of these lives is gone. The lives are shared for your team. In this case, it's just a 1v1. So obviously it's 4 lives for each player. There's a 5-minute timer. Usually that it seems like that's how long battles are going to go. And down here, you have level 1 curse level. And you can see what curse level the opponent is as well. You have the health bar and you have the cursed meter down there. Now notice that the curse meter, and maybe this is easier to... Oh, right. Okay, so I don't want to have that transition override. None. Okay, so the curse meter, you might notice that there's little arrows right next to it. So up to this point, up to the first arrow, we're on... yeah, I know. Stefan. I'm gonna get there. Chill. I got all the clips. Don't worry. But first of all, from here to here, that is curse level 1. After you increase the curse meter further up to here, that's curse level 2. And after you go up to here, that's curse level 3. All right. So the arrows indicate where your curse level increases. The way you increase your curse level is by doing normal attacks, and then you can spend the meter by doing curse techniques. This is exactly showing what happens to your curse techniques once you increase the level. So we're going to see here Divergent Fists. All right, so that dealt damage, which means that's a curse technique. It spent 1 bar of meter, and that is the Divergent Fist from Yuji Itadori. All right. Now we're going to increase the meter by doing some normal attacks. Notice that none of this is dealing damage, right? And this is basically a jumping attack into light, heavy. Right here. Usually the heavy attacks are yellow. They are armored. Usually that's character specific, so it might not be the case for everyone. And as you can see, none of this dealt damage, but it builds the bar. Now, you have the light bar, which is what you have, and you have the dark bar, which is your maximum potential. That builds up when you do combos. And by doing that, he reached level 2, and now Divergent Fist is a lot stronger. So the damage, this is the damage from level 1 Divergent Fist. This is the damage from level 2 Divergent Fist. It's almost double. Also, because he's level 2, he's got the aura, he has received a speed buff. That's a UG specific thing. Now we're going to do some more combos to increase the curse level to level 3. All right, a little re-jump right there. Boom, level 3, here we go. And from level 3 onwards, it is Black Flash. Spending the 3 bars and dealing pretty much no damage. What just happened? Okay, no, it dealt the damage. I was just late. By the time the camera cuts, this is barely visible, but it's right there. Black Flash dealing a ton of damage. So that is the basics of Jujutsu Kaisen, showing the main character who will probably be like the easy character to learn. And pretty straightforward. Do combos to increase the curse level, so then your cursed attacks deal more and more damage. And yeah, you can see a little bit of the HUD and how it works. Questions so far before we move on, because it is only going to get more complicated from this point onwards. So like it's going to be a faster game with how little it takes to get curse meter. Sure, yeah. Like I don't know if this is like just the early build, but it feels like a combo levels up your curse meter immediately. The thing is, can you land a full combo in a 2v2 game? I'm sure yes, but probably not as often as you'd want, because you're going to get interrupted by the teammates. But a combo seems to just improve the thing immediately, yeah. I don't disagree. Thanks for the alert, Poe, by the way. I just noticed it. Some takes a while, says Biscuit. Yes, we will get to that. Now, in Yuji's case, it is 1 bar per level. But there are other characters that take longer to increase the level, and they are more powerful, and that's kind of how they balance the whole thing. When you die, your curse meter resets. Yeah, so you have to level it up all over again. And like so far, we haven't seen any healing techniques. So every damage dealt to your health is permanent for the rest of the fight. It might be hard to stay alive the entire battle, but we'll see. Seems better for me to go for Warden Curse level or stack 3 all the time. I don't know. Game's not out, so that's a labbing question. That's not a look at trailers question. That's a lab question. Let's move on to the next character. Now, this is Toge, Inumaki Toge. He has some extra stuff. So first of all, you will notice that instead of his level 1 being here on the first meter, it's all the way here. So it takes him 2 bars to level up to level 2 curse meter, right? So that's already a difference there. And then on the left, you see 2 bars as well. You see a stamina bar here on the left and 2 little bottles as icons. Now, this is a HUD element that is present in other characters, but it means different things depending on the character. Like Megumi, for instance, you will have icons for the Shikigami that he can summon here. For Toge, that's not Shikigami. That is the bottles that he drinks to restore his voice, which is this meter right here. So you will see that Toge, as he attacks, he's building up curse meter. And he's really not spending any of this. He's just building curse meter just like Yuji did, and he got to level 2. Now from this point, this is when he spends the bar for the first time, and that's when he's using his curse speech. And the curse speech says stop, and Todo has stopped in place. It did not spend any curse meter. It only spent the voice meter. And I believe you can just simply get this bar back up with these 2 drinks. If you only have 2 drinks per life, yeah, that might be long, but they might come back when you die. So we'll see how that works. So he shouts stop, and then he gets a free combo. And during this entire clip, he has dealt 0 damage. He's been pretty much just increasing his own health bar. But I think we've seen in trailers the techniques that deal damage as Toge, and that's like get twisted, and you get twisted, and it hurts. It really hurts. Have you ever gotten twisted? Yeah. Finally, they're showing Gojo, and Gojo sucks. I mean, not the character, but this clip. After those 2 clips, I feel like they did us dirty with this. Because they're like, when you begin, basically what the tweet says is, well, when you're starting out, just smash the buttons. Just go for normal attacks. Like, don't think too hard about it. Like, they're not confident that this concept will be easy to understand, so they're like already getting ahead of it, going, if it's too complicated, just press the buttons. It's just insane. Now, Gojo has a lot more curse meter, and you can see that for level 2, it takes him 2 bars, just like Toge, but for level 3, it also takes him 2 bars, so it's a lot harder for Gojo to get level 3. There's an extra bar here that maybe Biscuit knows what this is all about. I don't. And if you just smash the buttons, you're going to get the auto combo. And then after the teleport, he does the curse technique, which spends 2 bars in his case. And that is the end of the clip. There's nothing else here. Which sucks. The other 2 clips were so good. We're showing mechanics. We're learning. Okay, and now on the 3rd clip, you're already scared to show what's up? Like, come on. Jogo, by the way, has a lot of Curse Meter too, which is why he thinks that he would win. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Questions before we move on. And to give Biscuit some time to explain what that bar is. If special moves are slow, you'll need a good teammate or bad opponents. That is if you do them raw, because here, you kind of just combo into your own special move. This is not a slow special move. That was a combo that started with a punch. So, I know what the scan said. I cover that scan that you translated, Shonen Games. I just don't see it yet. I just don't see it. I mean, domain expansion takes a really long time. I've seen that clip, but I don't know. Everything feels kind of slow in this game. Gojo did not feel slower, but when the game comes out, we'll see. Yeah, what does the bar do? I think Biscuit is gone. I don't think Biscuit has stayed for this segment. He said Toge will be my main, and he fucked off. Or he's looking at his notes, checking out what the bar does. So if Biscuit comes back, we'll check back into Gojo and see what the bar does. If he knows, if he doesn't, we'll just move on and it's fine. We'll find out when the game comes out. We don't have to know everything right now, do we? We don't have to. When you play it and do raw specials with no combos, it's slow in my opinion. As auto combo, it's his fastest move. As should all characters be, you know? The light attack should always be the fastest attack. Or it usually is. Maybe should be is too strong of a word. That depends on your game design, but it's usually how it goes. This map is smaller than the others in it. Yeah, this is a new map that showed up in the most recent trailer. It does feel a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can go beyond the rails, though. Maybe that's something, because you can jump over houses and stuff in the other map, so maybe this is like a 2-level map where you're on the road or you're down there in the forest, but who can say? That bar, I have no idea, by the way. They send these unprofessionals to play video games at conventions, and then this happens. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's move on to My Hero. My Hero to Rumble did an update, a balanced patch on November 8th that affected 6 total characters. We got some buffs, we got some nerfs. Namely, nerfs to Bakugo, Deku, Momo, and Tsuyu. And buff to Toga and Aizawa. Now, pretty minor stuff overall. Maybe with the exception of Tsuyu and the 2 buffs. These 3 is just like an increased cooldown. That goes 1 second to his Gamma, 2 seconds to his special action, and 3 seconds to her shield. The 3 seconds to shield, I think, is the best nerf. Because Momo is one ability. She's the one quirk character. She just does shield and keeps you refreshing all the time. She's so annoying. So increasing that by 3 seconds is really, really good. That said, the Deku nerf, I didn't even feel it. I mean, if you didn't tell me it was there, I probably wouldn't have noticed. The Bakugo nerf, you feel it, but I don't think it's enough to be a problem or to like matter at all. Which is not what Bakugo mains will tell you. Bakugo mains will tell you that the character is dead now. They will definitely downplay. Don't listen to them. Now Tsuyu got hit hard. She got hit by damage nerfs. Her oh my god. The biggest thing is that at level 1, she only has 2 stocks of her alpha. So she doesn't have that goated mobility until she gets level 4 anymore. But you can get level 4 pretty fast in most matches. So that's like an early game nerf that you might not even see. The damage nerf, though, I think might stop Tsuyu from like 1v3ing an entire team. But I don't think it stops her from being a top tier, and maybe she's still number 1, honestly. Like, this combo still hurts like hell. Yeah, so I think she's still very strong, which means it's a really good nerf. I think it did not kill the character at all. And it hit her probably where she needed. You know, mobility in the early game, I think, was too powerful. And damage, yeah, for the amount of mobility she has, maybe she shouldn't have as much damage. That said, she can still revive you with 1 button, man. Don't forget Tsuyu has that. She still has to be your first target. And she still has the best mobility in the game after she gets level 4 alpha. So, I don't know. Good nerf, in my opinion. I don't think the character is dead at all. On the buff side, Toga got 2 stocks of her beta. This is really good. characters with only one movement ability have to choose to use that movement ability to get in or to save it in order to get out of a tough situation. Once you give them 2 stocks, they no longer have to choose, and they're a lot more mobile, a lot more free. And that is what just happened to Toga. They increased the damage over beta as well. I don't think that's as big of a deal because this is an ability that immediately knocks down an opponent after you hit them. So it's not really a damage ability. It's like a one hit and done. It's mainly used for mobility. I mean, the damage buff is always nice, but it's mainly a mobility thing. And having 2 of them is definitely going to help Toga move a lot more often. Like, she won't be saving her movement ability, basically. Now she will be doing this all the time. She's going to be a lot tougher to hit, a lot more mobile. She's going to travel a lot faster. It's a really good buff for Toga. Last but not least, Aizawa got a big buff on his Gamma. His Gamma is dealing crazy damage now. This right here. And it's exponential. Like, the higher the level, the bigger the buff. So, yeah, really good buff to Aizawa. I think he also still needs, like, some bug fixes on his special action and sometimes the alpha, right? Like, this alpha worked, right? This alpha right here, it worked. Do you mind pausing the video? This alpha right here worked. The character's down there and the cloth is here. And sometimes that breaks. So, yeah, that's something that could definitely get adjusted. And also the Uraraka Alpha. That's definitely a priority too. But really good patch overall, I think. I think Aizawa is still a very slept-on character. And the more people sleep on him, the more he'll get buffed. And I think he's totally fine. Yeah, she's very annoying to catch now. Well, think about it like this. It's still grounded mobility. She still has no grapples. She still has no way. She can't point up and press beta. So she doesn't have the Aizawa kick. She doesn't have the Mount Lady kick or the flight that Bakugo has or All Might's mobility or whatnot. But yeah, really good balance patch in my opinion. That's not all that happened to Ultra Rumble though, because this scan came out and 22-person team map battle added. No. It's duo queues. Duo queues are coming from scan from Shonen Games. I don't think he translated this one, but that's what it says. If I find the scan, which wasn't that long ago. Yep. 2-person queues. That's what it means. Instead of teaming up as a team of 3, you can now team up as a team of 2 during Season 2. This is going to be a rule added to My Hero Ultra Rumble. Duo queue is here, and it's definitely very appreciated. We can now queue as teams of 3 and teams of 2. Hope this doesn't split the player base too much. Hope you can queue for both. I think that's key. Like, if you can just say, put me on whatever game mode, and that is like the default option, I don't think you kill your game. So then people that want a specific queue, they would have to choose that specific queue. I think that is key to not split a player base as much as maybe you can. Check out the new 7 Deadly Sins Origins trailer. Oh, there's a new one? Yeah, we'll check it out for sure. So yeah, it's going to stop being a trios only game. Duos mode. 2 people team up, 12 teams total. So still 24 players. But yeah, that is it. Silhouettes for the characters joining during season 2. There are not 2 characters in season 2. They're the next 2 characters. Well, season 2 is Endeavor, and then there's another one, I think, for season 3. Didn't they just do a developer update saying, 1 character per season? Both silhouettes are Endeavor. It's good. It's good. Will Plus Ultra charge up differently in duo queues? Ooh. Yeah, teams of 2. It probably should, right? It probably should. Check out that new 7 Deadly Sins trailer. Deadly Sins Origins. It's just Origin. Just one Origin. This is not... That's my video. Is there a new trailer? You sure about this? Does PS360 have it? I sent the trailer where? General? Oh no, you can't send links in chat. Only you see the link. No one else does. And it's not even a permissions thing. It's a YouTube thing. If you can put it like on Discord or something, that'd be great. I think there would be a trailer here. If yes, a trailer that PS360 missed. Yeah, I'll join the Discord. Cool. Yeah, we'll give it a second. While we wait for that, though, let's talk about Dragon Ball: The Breakers. They fixed it. God, I need a new soundtrack for streams. I'm getting sick of these songs. They fixed it. They fixed Raider Q. Basically, I said it last week. Crossplay is coming, but they reverted they made the dumb decision of enabling Raider Q again. So basically, in Dragon Ball: The Breakers, you can be a survivor or you can be a raider, and the way you choose is by queuing up as a raider or as a survivor. Now, it used to be before the patch that you would queue as a flex raider, which means you have the preference to become a raider, but you might become a survivor if there is no spot for you or if your priority isn't high enough. Basically, the more you play as a survivor, the higher your priority to become a raider is, and I think, personally, that is the perfect system. This is not unanimous, this is just my opinion. When Broly came out, they opened a raider queue, which is something they had done in the past, and that I think is a mistake. Because what happens is the priority flex system stops existing. It doesn't matter how high your priority is, because there will always be someone queuing as raider only, not flex, and that will win over any priority level. What that means is that a bunch of people are queuing up for raider, and then there are not enough survivors. And because there are not enough survivors, there's no games. So this is bad for people that want to play as survivor, people that want to play as raider, everyone. The queue times go through the roof. It becomes a nightmare. It's like 20+ minute queues. And so they backed up on this decision. Increased matchmaking times due to a higher than expected number of players selecting Raider as their desired role. What did you think was going to happen? Most players in Breakers just want to play as the Raider. You know, the Survivor is something they endure in order to play as the Raider. You know, they find their joy here and there playing as a Survivor, but it's not as fun as you think. Most of the fun of your game comes from playing as a Raider because they're broken as hell. And it's very easy to win. But also, it's the power fantasy of Dragon Ball. You know, Dragon Ball fans want to play as the powerful characters. They don't want to play as the silly humans running around and doing trampolines and riding on bikes. No, they want to play as a raider. And so, if you give them the option to never play as a survivor, Dragon Ball: The Breakers fans will take it and completely kill the game. So obviously, higher than expected number of players choosing the raider. I could have told you this was going to happen. To resolve these issues, they have disabled a dangerous ground map because it had a bug, and Flex Raider is back instead of just a Raider queue. They disabled Raider queue once again, which for me is the best solution. This is the solution that makes the game playable for the biggest number of people. Even if people are gonna bitch about it and say, "Oh, I bought a Raider and now I have to play like 5 games as a survivor to play my DLC that I bought, and then I have to go back and play 5 more games after I play just one. This sucks." Like, yeah, you're playing games as a survivor so other people can have a turn playing the Raider. Dragon Ball: The Breakers is a game where you have to play both types. You can't just play Raider. If that's what you want, you don't want to play Dragon Ball: The Breakers, in my opinion. It's the lesser evil, because if you enable Raider queue, then every queue becomes bad. Let's look at Gilgamesh's trailer here for Seven Deadly Sins Origin. G-Star trailer is a leak. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh yeah, this is definitely a leak. Just film the screen. You almost had me, man. You almost had. If they did this transition to gameplay, I would have fucking lost it. Like, the way they rotate the camera here, it looks like they're zooming out into gameplay. But nah. But maybe they are. But then they cut in the trailer. Why would they cut in the trailer? Like, if that's the case. That transition would have been sick. This is kind of a boss fight, and they've showcased some cool mechanics. Oh, that's awesome. The puzzle stuff? Okay. They have shown some basic puzzles here and there. I want them to start showing some more complexity, but it's also hard to show more puzzle complexity without explaining what the mechanics are. So I get that that's tricky to put in a trailer too. That's a cool enemy type. The car that we were riding in transformed. That's exciting. I mean, I keep thinking back to the gameplay demo that they've shown, and the game seems hella simplified, and you know that kind of killed a little bit of my my hype for this. But like environment-wise, cinematics, enemy types, all of that keeps being super hype for me. Made a boat. It's gonna find the One Piece. Cut to gameplay. Come on, you gotta do it sometime. You gotta go from cinematic to gameplay. Yeah, look at these unique boss fight mechanics. That's really cool. Was that a transition from like running on foot to mounted? That's cool. That's really cool. It's Korean, right? I wonder if the final game is also going to have this grid on it. I'm just kidding. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Anyway. Thanks for the trailer. Really appreciate it. Had no idea this was out there. I like it. I like a lot of it. Still no dates, so we keep on waiting. We keep on waiting, baby. That is it. That is Dragon Ball: The Breakers. Now, remember last week when we said that Zenless Zone Zero, the new game from MiHoYo, that is gonna have some news. It's going to have some news. Might be a release date because the game is ready to be published. It is not a release date. It's not. Instead, it's another beta. Ooh. You've waited for long enough, proxies, to sign up for Zenless Zone Zero, second limited availability beta. So it's another closed beta. It's another closed beta. If you want, I'll put the link in chat. I don't know if you can see. Can you see my links in chat? Or is it just when you post links, it doesn't go? I mean, it's showing up here on my overlay. Okay. You might have to copy paste that. Sorry. But yeah, you can sign up for the beta, and they have a bunch of questions. And for some reason, they ask for my Google account. Weird. But yeah, there it is. That's the news that came from ZZZ. No release date yet. Game still slated for 2024. So we'll see what happens. And to close it out, speaking of betas, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising beta is going on right now. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, wait, is it? Oh no, yeah, you can. It is live now, and it's going to be live during this weekend. So you could have pre-downloaded it and gotten a head start, but now the beta is just live. So just download and play it. I'm going to go through Enderup's Twitter here to look at some combos, and while we close it out, that's it for news. While we look at these combos, guys, get your questions ready. I'm looking at chat. I'm looking at the premium voice chat in Discord. And if you raise your hand here in the voice chat, you can ask a voice question in voice directly. You can have a conversation. So let's go for it. It's yeah, Enderup's not here, so we just pulled his Twitter for Chombos. Oh, you did a wake up reversal? Sorry, you died. What the fuck? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean down? Oh yeah, Omni-Man also came out in Mortal Kombat 1. But
All right, get ready for titties.
Get ready for titties.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. You ready? No. That's titties.
Titties.
You want some titties?
Titties.
Yeah, you like that?
Titties. Hi Poe,
Right.
what's your question?
So the reason why that happened is because look at his stack counter for a second.
Stat
I
counter?
mean from the previous why first
Oh.
one died.
Oh
Go to me.
yeah. He buffed up before during the knockdown. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when he does his ultimate skill of discharge, he just gets like double the amount of stacks. He like sends his damage to like to hell.
Yeah, but like he charges us up so fast now. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that's because the ultimate skill. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Costs
yeah.
50% bar.
No, okay. So he kills you for 50% bar. Is what you tell?
Yes. if you press a button on the way. Or like a DP.
God damn it, that's insane.
I'm not gonna say it's fair, but that's why it happened.
It's funny. It's funny. No, I appreciate the explanation for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to play this a bit. I'm hyped.
Nice. Titties. Can it one shot? I don't think. Can it? I mean, 12,000. I don't know how much a full health bar is, but 12,000 sounds like more than full health. This is a sick combo from Percy. It's kind of sick. I like that. I like that a lot. Be careful. I remember when Grand Blue Fantasy Versus was a 4-hit combo into reset. This game, man. This game has changed. Put air dashes in. That's all it's missing. You got character teleports, man. Like, what's the big deal? Oh, no, it's a grounded footsies game. No, it's not. Shut up.
He always had it in the previous game as well. Oh, yeah, that combo's more less long, but he did teleport. So.
Got it.
But yeah. So I wanted to ask, is there gonna be a review or nah? Just gonna try it out on your own.
On what?
On this game. When it comes
Grand
out.
Blue?
You know,
When it comes out? Let me look at dates, because it got delayed, right? So let me see what happens around. I don't think so, because here's the thing. When I played the last beta, I didn't like it.
Fair.
But it wasn't like
the game didn't change completely.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't like, oh, the game's bad or anything. It's just like, this is not my style. I'm not vibing with it at all. So I don't think I'm the person to review Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. I don't think I'll be doing that. No.
Will you try this beta though?
No, I think I tried the last one, and like this one
because the game did change a lot from previous beta to this one.
Yeah, I don't think it changes the stuff that I had a problem with though.
Fair.
Yeah. And we're doing Q&A now. Grey Arc once in. Let's go, my guy.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
All right. Well, there was two things that, if I remember correctly, that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So the first thing is about Storm. It's not really a spoiler or anything of the sort. It's just that, well, I was going to get the new Storm Connections game, but then I heard that it wasn't going to have queues with. So I was going to buy it for my friend because he does a new Storm Connection, but you couldn't do player matches. So I didn't. I decided not to pre-order it.
Okay.
And the other was, and the other question was, I was wondering what you think about the 2v2s coming to My Hero.
Oh, the dual queue? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
So kind of like echoing what I said in news, I think it's really good, and it's the kind of option that you would want out of a battle royale. But I hope the integration is done in a way that if players don't have a preference, by default, the game just queues them for both game modes. Because what can happen is there could be a player-based split, and that increases queue times and makes the game seem like it's dead when it's just like two groups of players being in two separate queues. So if by default you can queue up and like just be in both queues at the same time because you have no preference and you don't have a party, then that's the perfect way to do that integration. But if
you're solo queuing, got it. And then
like,
there's
you can choose still, but like if the default option is just queue for everything, that's perfect.
Yeah. There was actually one more thing for both of the games. I was wondering what your thoughts on not having player matches in Naruto, and what would your thoughts be for adding a solo, like free-for-all mode in My Hero?
Yeah, so that would... Let's start with My Hero since we're there already. So with My Hero solo, you would probably have a very unbalanced game. Because a lot of characters are built for being supports. So I think it would actually be a bad game mode to play. Like you would lose a lot of the character variety. It would be a lobby full of like 2 characters. It would be
24 Bakugos, let's go.
Bakugos and Tsuyus. That's what you would have. I think Ultra Rumble as a solo game would actually be bad. I'm down to see it happen. You know, like as
It'd be interesting to see just once.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see as an experiment for sure.
As an event, it would be like a
as an
single
event
character
would be sick. Yes, as an event it would be sick. With like Storm releasing without custom matchmaking or like the ability to invite friends to play with is unheard of. I don't remember another game that didn't have that. Ever since online became a thing. I go back like 20 years and games have a way to invite friends to play. It's baffling. Unacceptable. Yeah. That's what I think of it. Thanks, Gray.
All right. That's about all I had to say anyway.
Yeah, say goodbye to chat.
Talk to you later.
Alrighty. You watched Invisible Season 2, the one episode that came out, right? Yeah, I watched the episode of Season 2. I did do that. I love that everything is going multiverse now. My favorite subject. It's not. If you want to play with friends, try to manage playing it in offline events. That's what you gotta do. You know, offline versus. I heard you're doing a 16-player tournament, Playgo. So that's cool to hear. That is what I say. Like, there's not enough of that in this space. There's a lot of talking, a lot of competitive. Shinobi Striker should be no. More doing. This is what needs to happen, and Playco is doing it, offline too. That's great. Me and Dom have been getting some local security this month for the tri-state area. That's great. That's great. You got that area on lockdown, and like starting with 16 players is kind of perfect to see, like, as an experiment, how many people show up and then grow it from there. Like it's really, really, really cool to have someone like you in front of that stuff. Behind the scenes, I can only say that we're working on stuff too, but since nothing is confirmed, nothing. I won't say anything so you guys don't get any expectations. At the very least, I am gonna try to revive AGC a little bit because I feel like I haven't been there since Ultimate Burst. I mean, the TOs have been keeping it alive, but I feel like I've been neglecting that child of mine. So I'll be back there for a little bit, and then at the very least, we will do remote play matches for European players. That is, if you don't know, both players connect to my computer via Steam Remote Play. If the game allows it, I hope it does. Both players connect to my machine via Steam Remote Play, and they play the game as if it were offline, but it's not because they're connecting to my machine. We will, at the very least, do that. So there will be a Storm competition, but it will have to be like invitational. We can't just have open signups because I only have one computer. There can only be one match at a time. We still don't have a release date for Storm Connections on PC, right? We do. It's coming out before consoles. The Steam release date is legit. Please don't talk about child neglect while expecting a child glove. I gotta get it out of the way before it becomes real, man. Storm Connections. November 16th. I believe like there might be like regional timing differences on console, but like this is November 17 in Japan is 16 over here, and it will unlock. This is legit. If you buy on PC, it will unlock right here. I forgot I wasn't showing it. November 16th. Thank you for the 10 months, Smoke. Sheesh. 10 months, baby. Would you add Rumble to AGC if custom lobbies were introduced? If there are TOs for it, if there's like an interest in Ultra Rumble competition, yeah, but I don't know if that's the game that people are gonna go to for competition. Thanks for reminding me, Smoke. 11 months on Poe, just one upping Smoke. You know, just gotta do it every time after Smoke, so Smoke feels like, God damn it, I'm a month behind. No. Why is Rene posting this? God, I miss you. I miss you, Volcano Pizza. Wow. This is gone. They removed that from the menu. Just makes
I
me
just
sad.
get flashbacks to all the fucking streams.
This is Friday sadness. Oh, you didn't see that. I didn't leak shit. What do you mean? Anyway.
Good thing I looked away, I guess. I actually didn't see what happened.
Let me see what I showed, guys. I actually don't know. It could be bad. It could be bad.
Now we can nuke the VOD, guys. Nuke the VOD!
I showed December? I showed December. Nah, it's good. It's just a bunch of video concepts that, okay, there is one leak there. But there is just a bunch of video concepts that I'll probably never make. Most of it is that. And there is one leak in the middle of those concepts that I'll never make. So if you guys can find it, it's great. It's great. Congratulations, you've earned it. Bandai has a new JJK trailer. Switch pre-orders are open, so let's look at JJK. This just came out. Breaking news. Breaking news. JJK has a new trailer. Welcome, Anime Dogfin Gamer. Thanks for becoming a member. Thanks for joining. I've never seen a pizza like that. It's so good, man. You pick up the nachos and then you just stick the middle, and that's it's queso. It's really good. November 30 for Black Clover. Stream died. What the hell? Did it die? Are we good, chat? Or is it skill issue? Okay. Skill issue, I guess. All right, so let's watch this. This is JJK Switch pre-order trailer. I'm not expecting anything new, but we'll see what this game looks like on Switch.
Dominic.
Okay. Immediately. So ew. It's okay, Switch.
Domain expansion. Chimera Shadow Garden. Run. Interpretation of the technique. Domain expansion. Malevolent shrine.
This looks good.
This is how Jujutsu should be used.
Just don't zoom in ever. Just don't zoom in.
Shall we share a little heart?
Maki!
I know! You can't exorcise us.
We curses are the true humans. Domain expansion. Domain expansion. Infinite void.
This looks good. Why did they start with that shot? They started with the worst shot.
Wait.
I have to get strong or I won't be able to choose how I die.
Yeah, that one also doesn't look great. Like this, the smears. The smears also don't look great. Not this one, but I think this one, yeah. So when it starts smearing right here and the lines get a bit thicker, like the aliasing is just fucking gone. But yeah. All right. It doesn't look bad overall. Whenever it zooms in, you're gonna be like, ew. Which is gonna zoom in for like cinematics and whatnot. But yeah, no new footage. Is just like, this is how the Switch looks. Okay, awesome, nice. What else? Been tagged in general, and oh right, and news of the global release of the Black Clover mobile. Globally, November 30. That is soon. I think this game looks great. And I think it's a solid turn-based RPG. It's not my thing. It has too much gacha in it. But I think if you're a Black Clover fan, this game has a great look. And it's one of the best looking anime games I've ever seen. And the combat system is decent. I think maybe because Honkai came out after I played this, maybe Honkai just like outshines this game in a way, because it's also turn-based and, you know, maybe a bit more complete. But I don't know. The gacha progression in this, like, is a big turn-off for me. So I won't be playing it. But there you go. November 30. Global release. And a lot of you have been expecting it. It's good to see. Good to see. Lost me a turn-based? Well, that's a skill issue. Lots of skill issues today. Moving on. Thanks for the news, guys. Thanks for sending that stuff. I'll make sure to post all of that in news once the stream is over. Go back to this chat. No one raising their hands. See if I missed any questions. I don't think I've missed any questions. You saw the last JJK ep. So, yes and no. I want to watch it again today. What happened was I made the Naruto Shinobi Striker video yesterday until 4 a.m. And then I went to bed and watched JJK. And I don't remember half of it, so I probably fell asleep. So I want to watch it again today. But I liked what I saw at the start. You excited for GTA 6? Of course, like always. Grand Theft Auto 6, even if you don't want to play it, is always an interesting release. Because it influences so much in the video game space that it kind of doesn't matter if you like GTA or don't like GTA. Just like how influential it is, you have to be somewhat interested at the very least. Yo, Globco, I gotta take a dump. Pause the stream. I can't do that. I don't have the ability to pause the stream. That's something. You can pause the stream. I can't. Yeah. Trailer for GTA 6 is confirmed to be early December. I think they are big enough that they can just do it independently, but would they try to like sell it to the Game Awards? Because the Game Awards tend to make a lot of money from a GTA reveal, right? If the Game Awards has anything GTA related, like the ad prices just skyrocket. And Game Awards are like on the 7th or 8th, I think. Wait, I actually have it on the calendar. Before I leak calendar stuff again. I mean, just go back in the video and watch my calendar for December. The date's there. Game of the Year is on the 7th of December. So that is early December, you know? That could be it. Why don't you pause your shit instead? I don't want to know how bad the online will be. For GTA? Probably better than 5, right? At the very least. I mean, they've found out that they should invest a lot more in the online than the offline part of Grand Theft Auto. And this might be the first time they do that. Like from the start, from the very start, they might develop this as an online first game before like a story mode game, so to speak. You think it will be on the Game Awards? I think it will be on the Game Awards. I don't know if the initial reveal will be on the Game Awards, you know? Or if they'll like release a trailer first and then have like a sneak peek on the... I think it will be on the Game Awards somehow. But the initial reveal of Grand Theft Auto 6 might happen before the Game Awards. In terms of monetization, I doubt the actual gameplay will be worse. They can do whatever they want. It's too big to fail. It's not too big to fail, like, in the long term. Like, that's a brand name that carries a lot of power. There's no shot Grand Theft Auto 6 fails, ever. No universe in which that happens. But it could tarnish the GTA name that, like, sequels become worthless. But that would take a really long time to happen. They're collabing with a mod community. Okay, I don't want to hear rumors. I don't want to hear rumors about Grand Theft Auto. Because rumors have been swirling for over 10 years. Okay? Nothing is true. You can make up anything. Will you speedrun? No, I won't be doing any content for Grand Theft Auto 6. Any content at all. That is a personal interest. Not a content game. The game could do a Cyberpunk and still not fail. That's what I'm saying. HG. Grand Theft Auto is too big to fail in the next installment. They could do a Cyberpunk and not do what Cyberpunk did, which is fix their game. And just leave it broken forever. And that game would still sell millions. It would be financially profitable. No matter how bad it is. Not even GTA 6 anime mods? No, I don't... It's not that I don't want to hear about mods. It's that I don't want to hear anything about the development of Grand Theft Auto 6 because it statistically is a lie. Unless it came from Rockstar, I don't believe it. Are you streaming the Game Awards? Probably not. The reason why is very simple. I have found out, I have come to the realization or acceptance that I'm not a streamer. I'm just not a streamer. I tried it very often and like I can't grow a streaming channel. So I'll do Around the Bush and stay quiet for the rest of the week. That's it. I think Around the Bush is cool. I think this show format is... There's no one else just doing weekly anime game news anywhere because it's like a small niche, right? And I think it helps me too, because if I have to do this show, then at least I'm in touch with anime game news. And then stuff like this happens, like with you guys sending me links for the release date of Black Clover and this new trailer for Seven Deadly Sins. I probably wouldn't have seen it if I wasn't streaming this. Just call me Base. I see you. Just let me finish for a second. But with the rest, like when streaming like a new character or like having a regular streaming schedule, I struggle to grow streaming. So I've accepted that maybe that's not where my expertise is. And maybe I should focus on what it is. And I think it's mainly on the video side of things. So that's why I'm not streaming the Game Awards. I would rather chill. If like I'm not growing a channel, I would rather chill. Just call me Base. Has a question. Man has raised his hand. Let's see what he has to say. What's up, man? Check, check, 1, 2. No? Alright. Man's sitting here in the speakers and we're experiencing technical difficulties. He'll figure it out. Once he figures it out, feel free to speak. Are you going to live stream the Game Awards? Just answer that. No. Did you see the Res F category for Kakarot? What? Base? This might be a lag issue. I heard something, but not words. He died. We do a Discord watch party though. I'm not against that. Yeah. Discord watch party could definitely happen. Sometimes it gets out of hand, but we could do a watch party. I love watching those shows with other people, but also like it happens super late, and like I'll be here, but I'll be quiet. You know, I'll be like, hey, I'll be watching like this on Discord instead of being in streamer mode with a streamer voice. I'll just be watching like this over here, going, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Can I get that couch? Absolutely, you can get on that couch. And we can find out. Yo, Base, how's it going?
All right, cool. I wanted to ask, because on a couple days ago, I was in class. Our teacher let me hook my PS5 up to the big ass smart board, and me and a bunch of friends, we played Demon Slayer. It made me remember how fun arena fighters and fighting games are in general when you're playing with friends.
Yep.
JJK has no local play.
Yep.
Do you think that's going to affect the sales?
No, not in a significant way. I think the vast majority does not play locally like you do. I think unlike fighting games, which have a very big offline tradition, I think arena fighters are mostly played with one person online in each household. So they went straight for the majority sales and cut out the fat, which is local play. It would also like be a hard one to figure out because you probably have to do split screen. Especially with a 2v2 focus, that would be almost impossible to have a good local experience. So they just decided not to do it. I understand the decision. It's obviously a bummer because now we can never have like online events for this or offline events for this. We can have online, hopefully spectator. But yeah, I don't think it will cut into their sales in a significant way, in my opinion. It will cut some, it always does, but not significant.
Cool. Okay.
How many people do you know that play Storm locally?
All right, good point. Good point.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
One
good
last
question,
thing.
though. Yeah, go for it.
Next time you see Rennie, tell him his son needs his money.
Okay. So Rene, I think is in chat talking with my account. So when you see Globku, that's him. I have dibs on the couch, lifetime dibs. See, that's him. You heard him, Rene. Needs his money. Needs his money. Anyway, good talking to you, Base. Alrighty. I believe that is it. Seems like a chill teacher. Yeah, man. Plugging my PS5. I got my teacher to plug the PS5 and just play Demon Slayer with my mates in class. Like, imagine. What is this? First of all, what is this world where you're taking your PlayStation to class? Second of all, your teacher let you plug that console in class and play locally with friends? What the?
Question: how big is his bag? That's a PS5, bro.
It's a PS5. You gotta be.
Don't you have books?
It's one of those sports bags. He ditched all his books. That's what happens. I brought it in my sports bag. I fucking knew it.
Imagine pulling up to the gym. Instead of pulling up your gear, you just put out a PS.
All right, time to change. Time to change, guys. Change for class. He shows up naked, just the PS5 covering his privates. That's all I brought. It's all I brought. Hey, teacher, is it okay if I play like this? Sorry.
Time for some NBA 2K ways.
Oh, good stuff. Prof is hella chill. She lets us get away with so much. Damn, sounds like someone who does not care. Sounds like someone's like, fucking whatever. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Respect. I watched Endgame in class with the teacher before. She was fun. I mean, there are classes where it's like, well, it's class. Do you guys still have like class number 100? It's party. You know, and some teachers are like, yes, class 100, you guys get a break. You guys get to do fun things, you know? You gotta stay in class. You can't let you leave school because parents will get mad at us, but we don't have to do any learning today. It's less than 100. Time to celebrate. And then other teachers are like, what? Just less than 100. It's a number. It's like any other number. Yeah, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna love it. You guys still have that? It's been a while since I've gone to school. I used to play Prince of Persia Warrior Within in class. Always hit it. Dude, that's the wrong... If you play in class, you gotta play it on mute and you're not gonna hear, I stand alone inside I. God damn, that soundtrack. Just happy Curse Clash still has a versus mode against the CPU, thankfully. Okay. Sure. I don't see the value of versus mode CPU. Not anymore, at least. Like, if it's a part of, like, a progression, if it's, like, an arcade mode, if it's a story mode, sure. But, like, free battle against the CPU, it's so boring. Like, I don't... Sometimes I do it for footage because I don't have another choice because the game is dead. But it's not something that I, like, appreciate. But then again, maybe if it was missing, I would appreciate it more. Like, inviting your friends to play online. Something that I didn't appreciate until it was missing from Storm Connections, you know? Maybe it's got to be missing for you to appreciate it. I remember in school when there was COVID, we were joking around saying the zombie apocalypse was happening. So the teacher put on the movie 28 Days Later. I mean, if it was early COVID was an interesting time where it was like, no, this shit is actually happening. It's actually scary because you don't know what's happening in the future. And they put on a zombie movie early COVID. That is, wow, that must have been quite the experience. Now, late COVID, you're like, okay, this is going away. This is fine. But early COVID is that puts things in perspective. You leave that class and you start looking for weapons out in the wild. Such a 10,000 IQ play by Bandai. They knew we'd whine about no spectator mode, but since there's no custom lobbies, we whine about something else. I'll whine about spectator mode. That review is coming out with like, yo, custom lobby, spectator mode, like, what's up? Like, spectator mode, bare minimum. Custom lobbies, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Y'all ever type anything into Google search on accident, then quickly make the correct search just in case the FBI is watching? No. I mean, I correct it, but not in case the FBI is watching. Do you just type something and then go, oh shit, the FBI, and you quickly delete it? You never know, man. It's true, but also you kind of know. Would the FBI even be able to look at your search? It probably would. You're a man from Portugal, but like they could probably do it. I typed hot and I wanted to type Hotmail. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get in trouble from the FBI by typing hot. I think you're safe. I think you are safe. You want to play Ultra Street Fighter 4? When you fight Vegeta's, I'm gonna have a training arc to beat my teacher. Play Poe. Poe is decent at Ultra Street Fighter 4. I never.
We played. I forgot.
Yeah, I never played outside like some random arcade machine stuff. Like I never practiced that game even. Poe is decent. Why not SF6? Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know. Maybe he is. Ichunka is away from home now, so maybe he found a gang that only plays Street Fighter 4, and now he has to get better in order to be accepted by his community. Otherwise, they're gonna call him a little cumboy. That's it. That's it for today. Sizzle Bun, thanks for the 11 months. Let's hope that alert pops before the end of the universe. Actually, our alert's disabled as soon as the song starts. Let me check that real fast before the universe ends. Nope, it's gone. Yep, that's the first thing that happens is alerts go away. Why? We should change this. Let's do once the universe ends, that's when it goes away. Okay.
No, I don't have sound.
There was still song. There was still sound.
Oh, I can't do the theme soundboard at the end.
You can't do the song? No, there's no soundboards, man.
Yeah.
There's no soundboards. And I did say that you're abusing your powers.
True.
You remember
But
last
they were
week?
very funny.
Where I almost removed the mod's powers. Anyway. Thanks so much for watching another week of Around the Bush. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you next week, and hopefully, by the time we do Around the Bush, we'll have a full review of Storm Connections. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.